Hello everyone, I'm Apoorva. I passed out from BIT Mishra in 2012 from Computer Science branch, and I'm here to present on our idea which we are working on. It's called as Medicall. So as the name suggests, it's related to health sector, and we have been like working on this idea for like past 3 months, and we'll go into the details like what is it all about. So before going to the details of our idea, so the question is like what is Medicall and why Medicall? So the question came from from the practical problem which I saw, and it was like few months back, a friend of mine was like. He called me one day and he told me that, okay, hey, I'm very seriously ill and I need your help, and can you please come to me? And he was in Pune, so I had to rush to him, and then we took him to the hospital and found out that he had stones in his gallbladder. So so we thought that and then inquired him how this developed, and also he told that from past few 6-7 months he had pains in the stomach, in the abdominal pains, but he neglected it, saying that okay, that kinds of happen like by the time, and then it grew up into such a life-threatening situation. So from that thing, I thought of that, why he didn't go to any doctor when he had this problems at the first place. So then I thought like the basic problem is like people who are working in the metros and all. So they don't have that much time, first of all, because of their busy schedule. From like on the weekdays they go into their offices and all, and then on the weekends they just try to relax a bit in their homes. And then even if they have time, they don't have that much of insight into which doctor should I visit, or what's the location of that doctor who caters into that particular category of health illness. So there came into the thought like, okay, and then another problem was that even if you know to some place, then you basically the people will run to some hospital, and then the problems in the hospital is again a humongous. Like you go in there, you take appointment, you stand in queues, like complete one day is wasted if you go for a very trivial case also. Like if you have fever and you go to hospital, like your complete day is wasted just to fill up the registrations and get appointment and then see a doctor, and then another follow-ups will come out of the place. So my thought was that why can't we make that process simple? So like me being an engineer, I looked to the problem, and I thought that okay, why don't we provide the people a healthcare ecosystem where the doctor is just a click away from their phone. So that's where this entire idea of Medicall came into place. So our mission is to create a healthcare ecosystem where we will have low cost medical consultations through a user-friendly online platform, and we can through this platform we can reach out to the general masses. They should not be only restricted to the metros. We can go to the second tier cities and the rural areas also. So, and how we can do it, so we'll come to that part in the later phases. I'll explain like how our platform and our product can do that. So the problem was very clear that if we see that in today's situation, India lies still in a very low doctor population ratio. So that through this diagram we can see that in India still the doctor population ratio is below 1 per 1,000 people. So and then even if it is there, then the cost of consultation is very high. Like in case of metros, if you go to see any doctor, it is probably like 500 to 600 bucks for a general visit, and then the later follow-ups which comes into place. And if you go to any hospital, they'll charge you for registrations and all, and then after 7 days that registration lapse, and then again you'll have to redo the same process. And in that process, you lose a lot of time. And we living in this metro cities, we don't have that much time base, because we generally don't want to go to visit doctors and waste our complete day. And then in that process, what we do is like we neglect very trivial health issues, which becomes a very which can become a very major issue in the downtime. Like studies suggest that 60 to 70% of serious health issues, if would have been tracked before, could have been sorted out pretty easily, which became a crucial things. So that was the problem which we saw, and we are trying to solve with our idea. So the market size, like this is research which was done by Medicall. It says that by 2011 it was 7.5 million in the telemedicine market. Now, and they are saying that the compound annual growth rate is to be 20% for the next 5 years. Now, with the Digital India concept which our Prime Minister recently launched, they have put forward a point for this for the telemedicine, and we see we may see a huge rise and many players coming up into this market. So I'll directly go into what Medicall is about, because now we know why we thought of this idea. So I'll come into the to show. Okay. So what Medicall is all about? So Medicall is all about, it's like we are trying to be a B2C company where the patients and doctors can look at they can have their consultations very easily. So I'll directly go into the product development, because we have a time constraint over here. So we'll have a mobile app and a web-based telemedicine solution where the doctors and there will be a doctor platform and the patient's platform, and we are planning to have telephonic consultations, video consultations, and e-prescriptions, and general text querying to the doctors. So and the idea of all is like we need to have this cost very low, and we are thinking to have the doctor consultations lower than your cab fares. So like Uber is like around 7 rupees per kilometer, and we are planning to get the medical consultation below or 7 rupees per minute talking to the doctor. So we are not charging, we are not planning to have a charge like you do a subscription of like 400 rupees or 800 rupees, and then you get to talk to a doctor. We are just planning to have like, okay, you talk to a doctor for 5 minutes and then you just pay for 5 minutes. And that should be easily available. So, our the technology flow is like, we have the patient's flow where patients has a mobile app where he browses to the category of doctors which he wants to talk. So suppose a physician, he wants to talk to a physician, he selects a category, he gets a list of doctors who are currently online or available to take the calls, and he selects then he selects whether to call to doctor through voice or through video call. So we are planning to have both voice and video calls, and then and then after the end of the call, he receives a medical prescription which is prescribed by the doctor. So that comes into the doctor's flow where doctors sets his status from his app, and he checks, okay, that he's ready to take the calls. So after and then when he sets his status that okay, he's available, then the patients can see into his list, okay, this doctor is available. Then and then if a patient calls to him, doctor takes up the call, and then after the end of the conversation, he'll get a form to fill what are his observations were, like by talking to the patient, and then he fills up the prescription form, and then just then signs and sends it. So those signing will be taken care of by digital signatures and all, because the medical prescriptions, as per the laws, that the prescription is only valid if it has a signature of the doctor. So we are incorporating with that also. So based on behind the law scene, we are building up a medical repository, health repository by over the time. So as many patients keep on using our platform, their medical health repository will be stored. So that will act as a central repository which can be used by different hospitals altogether. So that kind of system is there in US, but not in India. So if you currently go to any hospital, right, like Apollo, and then you want to go to some other hospital, then you have to take the complete medical record and then show there. So what here we have will have a central repository where each patient's medical data will be stored, and then they can be shared easily among various hospitals. So that is the complete idea is all about. And since we are running in time, so I think that's where I need to stop. Thanks. So we are in talk with around 5 to 6 doctors right now, and our onboarding process will start in like 1 week go ahead. Our website will be up in like 2 weeks from now, and then we are going to go live. We are planning to go live by the end of October, and so we have like Android app will be there, iOS app will be there, and a web portal for patients and doctors to interact with. Yeah, actually I missed since we had. So there are similar services like eVaidya, MediAngel. So what they provide? So teleconsultation is what everyone provides, but the cost factor is is the one which they are talking about. Even if we talk about eVaidya, what they do is like they will tell you to pay beforehand. So like you take their subscription, like monthly subscription, family pack subscription, and anything. Here we are not telling you to pay beforehand to us like 8,000 rupees or whatever the sum be. We are telling like, okay, you just call me whenever you feel like. If you have any trivial case, you call us, and then based on whatever the call duration you talk to the doctor, we'll charge accordingly. So but that is one point which we are very much focused that we want to bring that healthcare solutions to be as much affordable to the general masses. So that's our one mission. Another thing is like video consultation we want to do, because patients generally want to see the doctors while they're interacting. So that is what we are focused to do it. E-prescription is one which is not done generally. So even like, so we want to do is e-prescription, because there are some legal gray areas in that, but we have found out a solution to figure out how to solve that. Okay, thank you.